We're here.
Sorry.
Yawning. We are here, obviously, at the Pallet cabin. It's midsummer, and this is the first rain we have seen in
2 months. Over 2 months.
Over 2 months. Dad's pond's dried up completely.
Completely cleaned it out today.
The aim of today's video is obviously unboxing goodies that you guys have sent, but also a little update as well on just the cabin site and just things in general happening on TA Outdoors. This is going to be the last unboxing, and we will explain why in a bit, but it is going to be the last one, I'm afraid.
So much work on there.
We've got loads on, so let's just tell you what, Dad, if you be chief opener. This is cool! As a first unboxing, a slingshot. That is awesome.
Got a bit of rubber in there, or latex.
So there's, pretty powerful. Looks like yellow, I'm guessing TheraBand maybe or something. That is a really cool slingshot. Do you know what, I was thinking about slingshots the other day. Oh, that's powerful.
Yeah, it looks it, yeah. So it comes off and takes my moustache off.
In this parcel is your very own double-banded RM Stumpy slingshot with TA Outdoors. I thought it was TA. TA Outdoors. TA Outdoors is burnt into it. He's burnt TA Outdoors into a slingshot. That is so cool. I hope it brings you much joy in the future, whether it's for target practice or hunting, and I would certainly love to see a video on slingshots by TA Outdoors one day. Take care and keep safe, my friend. From Raymondo. Ray, thank you so much. That's super kind. Look at that. Oh, what?
Got to get some stainless steel ball bearings I've got in the garage at home.
That's Abraham Lincoln statue. Host a putty to be able to put up the postcards. Thanks so much. That's a really good idea. That looks like some coffee.
Classic roast.
Classic roast, instant coffee. Thanks, Linda. And for the coffee, I think I'll take that off you, Dad.
Coffee, that's me out of it.
It's not gonna... I think we still got a bit of toilet roll left over in there.
Absolutely.
My buddy Sam, he made my Virtus knife, the Virtus Utilis, which is an incredible, incredible knife. Look at this. So it's called the Aura. What? There's more details there, Dad.
It's got a certification on it.
Buckeye Burl. You can see it's got the burl to it, but that is Buckeye Burl.
That sounds like a village drunk.
I've never seen Buckeye Burl before. That is something else. Wow. Authenticity certificate from Sam about the knife. Look at that. If that's going to focus, that's awesome. I'm impressed. That's super nice. That's keeping well out the rain, I think, that one. Thank you so much, Sam. Now, I remember this person, messaging me on Instagram, and I can't remember your name, but he was sending me these fire starting, like emergency fire starting rope. I can't remember exactly how they work, but they slide through. The camera's really playing up with its focus today. It's sort of charred at the top of the rope. Let me show you on this one.
It's for carrying.
It's for carrying your charred. I think you put a spark to it there. It's like a survival fire starter, and then you get the spark on there, and it's. I believe because that's charred, it can take a spark, and then to store it, you just pull it back down a bit to store it, and you can carry it around with you, and then push it back up. And I think it's still charred. I'm not quite sure. Don't hold me on that, guys. But I'm going to give them a go. I'm going to hopefully. The person didn't leave a note who sent me these. I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember your name. But if you message me again to let me know how to use these, I can actually give them a go in a video and try and use them.
They look here.
Yeah, an XL ferro rod. That is pretty awesome. XL ferro rod with belt loop as a gift. My channel is called AM Bushcraft. I would greatly appreciate that. Everyone go and check out AM Bushcraft. There's a link in the description. Handle materials made from red stabilised birch burl with a brass liner and buffalo horn base. It has a paracord lanyard with a hand-carved locking bead. The rod is a TBS 127mm long by 12.7mm width. It comes with a 3mm Italian cowhide leather belt loop that is stitched with red tiger thread. I hope this letter finds you and yours well. Take care, Andy. That's a lovely ferro rod that I don't want to lose anytime soon, with a locking bead as well. Andy, thanks so much. It's written on a really nice piece of material. I'll just flick through it, but it's from Mike Michelli from Archangel Forge.
I'm not quite sure what it's of. It's not a postcard, it's an actual photograph, I think.
This looks like a hand-forged bottle opener. Custom forged bottle opener with TAO at the top. That's really cool, I like that. And there's another bottle opener here. I don't know why he's saying I'm alcoholics, Dad. Drinking all that beer.
Somebody has to test it.
So I'll give this one to you. You can have this one, Dad. Another one each. Good entertaining content. I hope you and your dad like the openers and find them useful. Thank you so much, Mike. That's some super cool gifts. Thank you. It's James from Pendle, Lancashire. 1986. Apparently, James has found an article of game. What's it called? Game Fisherman. Do you remember it, Dad?
No.
You don't? You're in it. Let's see if we can. Oh, it says Graham Pullen goes south here. Let's see if we can find
I
you.
went
Dad.
south years ago.
Look at Dad.
Oh
Look at
my
the old
God, this
stash
guy's
there.
good looking there.
The southern trout scene. There's Dad. Look, still rocking the same tash.
Yeah.
Got to use just for men now though to keep it that colour.
Yeah. It was boot polish.
Yeah. Brilliant, a trout fishing article from 1986. That's a very nice gift from the subscriber. God, you've got some good trout there as
I
well.
was just going to say, you better mention the size of that trout while you're
Yeah,
at it.
grand slam of trout from one put and take fishery. Rainbow, a brown, and a beautiful pair of brook trout. Well done. Look at your old school fishing bag. You still got that,
I'm
probably.
still using it.
From Jason, who is some bloke on the South Downs. So he's talking about thinking of a multi-use tool, but not in the sense of a Leatherman, just one tool that does one thing very well and can be used in a completely different way. Dad's showing you the tool now. A pump screwdriver.
Yeah.
Now it twists at the end there. And this is his thoughts. He thinks it could be used to make fire in the style of a bow drill, but without the bow. So I picture it as kind of when Dustin showed me that pump drill.
Yes.
Where you push
Same
down and it
principle.
spins. So somehow Jason is kind of challenging us to try and get a fire going with that. We was commenting how much duct tape, a gaffer tape, you put onto the packaging.
About 3 miles of gaffer
And he
tape.
says a dual use of but the packaging as well. You could use the gaffer tape for kindling, the airbag packaging as a pillow. Like good multiple uses there. But thanks so much. He says cheers and carry on camping. Just so you know, Royal Mail has actually written an apology letter on this package, guys, because it says we're very sorry that this item has reached you in this condition. I'm just going to show you, just to prove to you. It does say we're very sorry this item has reached you in this condition. So it's obviously been opened and damaged, so I apologise to whoever sent this. I think it's Ezra, but it has been opened or damaged. This is from 11-year-old Ezra, who says I love your YouTube channel, keep up the good work. I am 11 years of age and I've started my own bushcraft channel. I would put a picture, but my printer is out of coloured ink. He says, can I have a shout out? My channel name is VA Bushcraft. Everyone go to VA Bushcraft, help Ezra out, hit the subscribe button. And he says, the treats are for Jax. So that's what got slightly damaged, but we've managed to salvage it.
There's enough for Jax.
Don't worry, Jax does not mind what it looks like.
He eats anything.
When it comes to him. So thanks so much, Jax is going to really appreciate that. And thank you very much for your letter. This is from Dave, good old Dave, from Southampton, soon to be Cornwall, he's put. I've been watching TA Fishing, Dad's channel by the way guys, go and subscribe, for years. Your TA Outdoors channel has inspired me and the missus to sell our house.
What?
And relocate to a small holding in Cornwall. That's amazing. I've just finished a 12-hour night shift and watched a couple of TA fishing videos.
Good for you.
Judging by the noise of some of your dad's fishing reels, I borrowed 4 tubes of oil from work.
You borrowed them? Well, I'm not giving them back, pal. Don't you worry.
They are handy to chuck in your tackle box. I hope he uses them as the reels sound in pain through headphones.
I think it's a lot.
Excuse me?
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, brilliant. Well, you'll need those. They'll get a good use on Dad's reels, that's for sure.
I'll oil these. I'll keep one back, keep one in my wallet, because it never comes open without a creak.
When Dad opens the wallet in the pub, a load of dust and cobwebs
Moths come
a
out.
spider comes crawling out. And that's not to say after the padlock, with a coded padlock on it. Wait for this, the elastic band. 6 years old.
You think I'm joking? You really think I'm joking?
He really has.
You
He's
really
so
think
tight
I'm
with his
joking?
money. Look at the state of that. Look.
It's never coming off.
Who puts an elastic band on their wallet?
There's £8.50 in there.
Oh dear.
And I had that 5 years ago.
Kentucky bourbon balls.
No, hold on. Here.
So this is a postcard, by the way, from Jose. Jose's been travelling the US, I think. From every state. I think he's in Kentucky now because it says bourbon balls.
Well, I'll
And
say no more.
He says, wishing I was in the woods drinking a beer. What, have you been to Kentucky?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh,
no.
really?
No.
What
Well, they
about?
make good whiskey, I understand.
I know Jose as well has been to Tennessee. You been to Tennessee?
No, I've played it.
Sitting in Tennessee watching one of your videos. Love that hatchet. Thank you so much, Jose. This one is from Ramble Rouser 556. He's from East Kentucky, USA. He's very glad he's met us guys. We've changed his life. He really likes the videos. He is on YouTube, East Kentucky Smoothies. Check him out, guys. He's a biker. Plans to go 18 miles to his grandma's farm, I think. He's slightly worried. He says what to do for GPS or safety equipment. I don't really know about that kind of area and GPS and equipment. Maybe you guys from Kentucky, if anyone is there,
Yeah, tap
you might
into
be
it,
able
yeah.
to help
Help him
him
out.
in the comments section with information about GPS or safety equipment for the Kentucky area. Thank you so much for your letter, that's really kind.
Yeah.
And I've just got another sticker from Kaylin. Kaylin sent me a sticker before, and it's on the front got a cat, I think, and some streams and a fire, campfire, and it says a little colour for your sticker board. Dr. Mark Kalarovich, I hope I pronounced that right, from Wheatland. Recently I was teaching a knot tying class to a local scouting troop and decided to pay it forward. While showing the scouts the multiple benefits of paracord, I decided to make some paracord lures in several colour combinations from old scrap pieces. I saved half a dozen of them for you and your dad. Thanks for many hours of pleasure your father and you have brought me through your videos. Many of your ideas and techniques are passed on to our scouts. That's super cool.
So a different pollock fishing.
So I've never seen that, paracord lures. That looks like a great project. And I really like that idea, you know, that's a really cool project.
And you're not wasting any leftovers.
You're not wasting any leftover, and we all have it where you snip a bit of paracord and you've got that little 3 or 4 inches left. Well, that's super cool, thank you. I like that. Another,
I'm hooked on them.
Postcard from Columbus. Dear Mike, I stumbled across Camp Update 4. That's ages ago, that was my first big hitting video. When it was released, and I've been a loyal subscriber since. That is a long time ago. I got my wife into watching your channel as well, starting with your pallet wood cabin, which we're here right now. We enjoy all of your videos and miss theory time with your dad. Keep up the great work, we love what you're doing, from Zach and Katie. Thanks so much guys, really appreciate it. From Dave, from Boston, Massachusetts, it says, hey Mike, glad to see all is well. We are finally getting a break in the weather. Sending it your way. Keep up the good work. Regards, Dave. When you sent that, it was good weather, but now when I've read it, it's now gone really bad. But thanks so much. France, this postcard. He says thanks. He just goes on to say about one of his favourite sayings from the videos is thanks to you, Dad. Actually, as Bob's your uncle. He says he's got his own YouTube channel called Imbert Lomond, L''H Omond. Lomond. It's from my buddy Brian at Journeyman Handcraft. I'll pop a link in the description. Brian made me some really cool custom bushcraft gear that I was after. So Brian sent me a new axe sheath for my Husqvarna hatchet because, and I've made this mistake before, don't make the same mistake I do guys. Sometimes when I'm hitting in stakes with the hatchet, if you leave a leather sheath on, I never leave the sheath on. What happens is you bash down with your hatchet and that downward force is then sent through the rivets on this leather, because imagine this is the blade of the hatchet. As it hits down, that's going boom, boom, boom every time, and eventually it's split through and bust all the rivets. So yeah, personally, this is me personally, I don't like to bash anything in. You shouldn't really with an axe or a hatchet anyway, but I don't like doing it with a leather sheath on because it cuts through the sheath. I've done it twice now. Obviously, if you're worried about safety with an axe or a hatchet and you're hitting something, you'll see when I'm doing it, I'm always tilting my head to the side. So the axe head's always going over to the side. That way, if it comes off, it goes off to the side.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, one would hope. Thank you so much, Brian. This I recognise as well from my buddy Tim at Blue Angelical Bushcraft.
I know what this one is, guys. This is a 3-way wallet. I can put money in all of these 3. Look, fold it right up like that and put a huge elastic band around it and never go in there.
That is brilliant. Here we have, I don't actually know what's in it, but it's a nice little small waxed canvas. Tim loves his waxed canvas. He's very good at waxed canvas items. If you're into waxed canvas, this is what Tim's made, and it looks like, it's a bearing block for a bow drill from the looks of it, I would say. And that bearing spin rounds, so that's the bearing block where I put my hand on and the spindle will spin there and it stops the friction, reduces the friction. So that's really neat. It's got some cordage on it as well, and it comes in its own little pouch. Thank you so much, Tim. So this comes in a triangle like this. It's canvas. And actually what it does is it folds out and you lash 3 sticks together as a tripod, pull the sticks out, put each corner of a stick in here, and you've got yourself a stool, like a bushcraft stool.
I see. This is the cordage for it.
That would be the cordage there
around the middle
to
of the
lash
tripod.
the sticks, yeah. So you store the cordage in the pocket, fold it all up, folds up nice and small, and you've got yourself a stool. I will show you in a video soon. Thanks so much, Tim. On to the last gift.
The last of the unboxing.
I love the channel that you and your dad have created, TA Outdoors. I am retired and I live in Ohio. My dad has always been a woodworker and he inspired me to do woodworking also, even though it is not the same type of woodwork he does. I do scroll saw work and he does mostly bandsaw and furniture repair work. Your cabin build really connected with me because your father and you were bonding like my father and I have done over the years. It is really cool to see a father and son doing things that they enjoy together. I made this with your father and you in mind. Of course you can do what you want with it, but I think it would look great in your pallet cabin on the wall somewhere. No matter what you decide to do with it, I will keep watching you both and your father's videos. Take care and give Jax a treat for me. That is amazing.
Yeah, a lot of work gone in there.
Look at that. Obviously made in the USA. It says TA Outdoors. It's my logo with the axe, and it says Mike Pullen, Graham and Jack. And he did say with Jack at the end, he says on his note, P.S. sorry about screwing up Jack's name. I made this before I noticed I did not spell it correctly. Well, it doesn't matter because
we know what you
it
mean.
is the thought that goes into it.
Absolutely.
And
Nice
it's got a
piece of
wall.
wood.
It's got a wall mount there, so that I won't be putting that in the cabin because it's too nice to put.
That's too nice, yeah.
To put in here. But thank you so much. That's really kind. What a gift. This is from Tony, by the way. Tony Pizza. So Tony, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So just a quick few things that I forgot from a lovely couple at the Bushcraft show gave me this. It's called Camp. I have used it already because I got given it at the Bushcraft show. It's really cool, and what it is chicory and coffee essence. You just add this 2 or 3 teaspoons to warm milk, or you could use warm water, and it just makes basically coffee, like straight up coffee. You can use it. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
I don't know
think
where
it's been around a long time.
I don't know where it's from. Very cool, yeah, I really like that,
Something
thank
different.
you. And also a gentleman at the Bushcraft show kindly gave me a spoon that he'd started carving, but he's not quite finished, and he just said that I could have it, and I thought that was really nice. It's a really well made spoon, actually. It's not called a spoon, there's another name for it. I can't remember what it's called.
It's for sleeping.
That
Is this for
style,
sleeping?
no, that style. There's another name for it, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's a very kind gift. So I did say at the beginning of the video that this would be the last unboxing video. The reason being is because, a couple of reasons actually. Because when I started doing these videos, the unboxing ones, basically companies jumped on board of my PO box. Companies sent me so much stuff, loads of stuff, didn't they? And the problem was that they were sending me these, they're companies, they're big, huge corporations, sending me this gear, hoping that I would just give them free publicity. Now, yes, you could argue, oh, well, Mike, why don't you just not film that gear? The problem is I had customs charges, big custom charges coming through with all these big heavy
import
items.
duties as well.
Or import duties that they were sending me. Now, obviously, I could have just not paid the custom charges and it would have got sent back. But the problem is they were quite sneaky and they would make it look like it was a subscriber gift.
Yeah.
So I paid the custom charges to then realise that I'd been sent a load of rubbish from a company.
A blatant product.
And blatant product jumping in on the views on the YouTube. So sadly, the PO box did just get hammered by companies, and it was costing me a lot of money to try and do
charges.
from postal charges and customs charges.
And you're never going to know who the good guys
I never,
are.
yeah,
like
exactly.
you
I
people.
wasn't knowing they were doing handwritten letters and everything. That was the main reason I can't keep unboxing videos going, because you know I don't know who's the good guys, who's the bad guys as such, and I was just paying a lot of money, and it was a bit demoralising for me, knowing that there's amazing gifts coming, and it wasn't so amazing because it was, you know, it wasn't so personal. It wasn't
exactly
personal.
one person will like this stuff. Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it was really sad. So sorry, that's probably the main reason. The other reason is I got so many incredible gifts from you, but I can't use them all. There's simply just too many sometimes, and I don't want it to get to a stage where I get given these amazing, incredible gifts from you, and I get to a point where I can't use them, you know, and it's just left there and sat on the side, and that would be unfair on you. For going through the effort of writing letters and sending me things like that. So that's the reason why we're not doing it. Hopefully you do understand and you can kind of sympathise why we are not doing it. That's it really for this video. We are here at the Pallet cabin site. We've not been here much over the summer because we've been so busy. The weather's been incredible.
Yeah,
stunning. Dad's gone and done that. You've been fishing loads, haven't you? If you go to TA Fishing, you'll see Dad's been making monster movies, like really nice full-length movies, like out on his boat on his own, doing overnighters in his boat on his own, fishing on the ocean, like really good quality movies, and you have to do it while the weather's good, don't you?
Absolutely. I've been doing sort of bushcraft on the boat overnight.
Yeah,
you don't miss an
It's
next
really
one,
good.
guys.
I'll put a link to Dad's channel in the description below, but it's really this place. We only really like coming here together, don't we? Really, because we built all of this together as the pallet wood, the recycled pallet wood stuff. So you know, we kind of don't want to come here on our own. I know I do a few times. I come here on my own and do some overnighters, or just come round on my own. But really, we've just been so busy, so busy. We've just not had the time to come here and make videos and make the Pallet Wood Cabin videos. You know, we missed out on growing the vegetables and things this year that we were going to do, the spring vegetables. At the end of the day, the whole project is about me and Dad spending time together, and what you can really do with pallet wood, and how you can recycle as much as you can and spend as little money as you can on doing it. You know, we never came here to live completely off grid. That was never the plan in the first place.
No, it's fun.
But it is off grid. There's no electricity.
No water.
No water. You know, we're just experimenting and seeing what we can do, and we are learning along the way. Pulling a pallet to go apart is the hardest part. And then just generally, maybe next year or something, we might give it a go at building it a bit more homesteady and getting the crops going.
Probably the autumn.
Getting the crops going, getting the vegetables and things going. Maybe autumn.
Yeah,
maybe some winter. Maybe some winter vegetables we might try. You can tell from some of the letters that you've written that we have inspired some of you to get out there and just enjoy the outdoors, and that's what it's all been about. It's been a fun father and son project, and we're very grateful that you have followed us, and those who have subscribed for the Pallet Wood Cabin stuff. We are very grateful for that. We haven't given up on it. We will definitely be back to doing more Pallet Wood stuff. It just might be a couple of weeks yet until we do come back here, because we're both making the most of the weather. Dad's doing a lot of fishing. I'm now going on a bit more kind of trips and camping things and a bit more bushcraft. So, you know, we just drifted a bit from it, but it's not over. It's not finished. We've got actually some good pallet projects coming up in our minds that we're going to do. Don't forget, Dad's got his fishing channel, TA Fishing. There's a link in the description below. Thank you so much to everyone who sent gifts over the months. We really appreciate it. I'm very grateful. Dad's also very grateful. And really, it's the impact that we've had on you that's been the most important thing to us. Not so much the gifts, but also the letters, isn't it? And the personal impact that we've made.
And even some of the comments,
the comments, the comments in the videos as well. It's just been incredible.
Very supportive. Yeah. And we've had some quite touching ones from people that are not in such a fortunate position as ourselves, or even yourselves. And there are people out there.
We've had some private messages from people who have had a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And they've said how we've helped them to overcome some serious life problems. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. It was kind of a lengthy, maybe not so entertaining video. There's some really great ones coming up. I appreciate your views, and I will see you soon in the next episode.